Next up on WTV, theater's musical opens, Notre Dame's great reopening, and this week's edition of Real Talk. WTV's Daily Update starts now. Hey there, Red Hawk Nation. Today is Friday, December 6th, and I'm Lauren Pratt with today's Daily Update brought to you by Wingspan TV. The historic Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris is set to reopen its doors just 5 years after it burned, which is good news for some Red Hawks on campus.
The process of returning the cathedral to its former glory began shortly after the fire, and starting tomorrow, Paris is holding a reopening ceremony with all work expecting to be completed in 2026. For English teacher David Volkmore, the reopening ceremony is big news, as students will now be able to visit the cathedral during their educational tours.
Notre Dame has always been a part of our tours when we visit Paris, up to the point that the cathedral burns. Now that the cathedral's reopening, I'll be in Paris in March. I'll also be in Paris in June of this year, and the students that I'll be with will have the opportunity to visit and to go into the cathedral and see the work of all those that rebuilt this monument.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Maringo Daniel.
On this week's edition of Real Talk, WTV guest host Joaquin Perez asked students about their dream travel plans.
Hey there, Red Hawk Nation. I'm Joaquin Perez, this week's special guest host for this week's edition of Real Talk. And today I'll be asking students about vacations and historical landmarks. What historical landmark would you like to visit and why?
I would like to visit the Eiffel Tower because it's a very popular place and it just is really pretty, and it'd be cool to see how it was built, you know?
Yeah.
Big Ben, and because it's really cool and it's a big clock, so.
Okay.
I want to see the Leaning Tower of Pisa because I was in Italy over the summer and didn't go see it, and I regret it, and you can take a lot of fun pictures.
Yeah, the pictures are really cool.
Big Ben because I went to London and they were doing construction over it, and so I never got to actually see it. So I think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, someone else said that too. What's your dream vacation?
My dream vacation is the Maldives because I love the beach and the water. They're so pretty, and they have those cool little hut things in the water.
Oh yeah.
I want to go to Amsterdam because it's so beautiful and so different from here, and there's so much history there.
That's unique.
My dream vacation is to go to Italy or Greece because I think it's super pretty there, and yeah, I think the food will be amazing too.
Love Italian food.
Yes.
What's your favorite vacation you've ever been on?
I think my favorite vacation I've ever been on is when I went to the Grand Cayman Islands because the water was really pretty and we got to swim with dolphins and stingrays and stuff.
We drove down the coast of California, and it was really fun.
Why?
Because it was fun.
Okay.
When I went to Paris over the summer, that was my favorite place ever. It was so beautiful and, again, so different from here, and I just loved being there and learning about the culture.
I think my favorite is probably Australia because they have really good food there. I feel like it's super clean, and I love the Aussies.
Why do you think it's important to cherish our historical landmarks?
Because each landmark has something unique about it, and there's some background to it with its history and why it's there, and I think it's very important that we just remember the significance and beauty of it.
Yeah, totally.
Because they're beautiful and they hold so much history, and things aren't built like that anymore, so it's important to hold on to those landmarks.
Because if we don't, then they'll probably be destroyed.
I don't know, it represents history, and so looking back, I feel like we can connect and connect to history that way, and I think it's important to remember the important things that made us who we are today.
Yeah. Reporting for WTV, I'm Joaquin Perez.
In a coincidence of the calendar, while the famed Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris is set to reopen, on campus the curtains will rise on the musical production of the Hunchback of Notre Dame tonight. WTV's Anna Ortiz has the story.
The theater, orchestra, band, and choir students have been working for the past 2 months to prepare for this weekend's shows. For the musical lead, Kyron France, this production has been a memorable experience.
So I feel like the show's going really good. It's really cool to see everybody join together and just see all the different parts of the ensemble, with the orchestra, with the choir, with the actors and everything. So
Scenic crew lead, Riley McLaren, believes the hard work has paid off and it is what will make the show a unique experience.
We've been working on it for a long time. A lot of hard work has been put into it from the actors and the technicians. There have been, a lot of ups and downs, but that's what makes it, I think, a good show.
The shows will begin tonight at 7 p.m., Saturday at 7 p.m., closing on Sunday at 2 p.m. Tickets will be sold at the door, with prices being $10 for students and $15 for adults. Reporting for WTV, I'm Anna Ortiz.
The deadline to submit National Honor Society service hours is today. WTV's Stephanie Okori has the details.
National Honor Society requires students to turn in 10 service hours per semester, with at least 5 being Frisco ISD-sponsored volunteer hours.
Ultimately, this is just a great way to make sure that people are part of the organization rather than just putting it on their college applications.
In order to submit hours, students must submit a photo with their face in it at the volunteer activity. This photo should be submitted through the NHS Canvas page and will be approved by one of the officers.
A lot of people are confused about the FISD hours and how that works. So you're going to need to submit 5 hours of FISD hours over the 20 you need to submit between 2 semesters. So if you don't have your FISD hours this semester, it's okay, but you just need to make sure that you submit 10 hours.
Failure to submit hours on time will result in the missed hours to be added on to the next semester's requirement. Hours are due December 6th at 11:59 p.m. Reporting for WTV, I am Stephanie Okori.
On today's sports, WTV's Wesley Broder brings you a look into Red Hawk athletics.
Girls basketball played the Aussie Travelers yesterday, winning the game 41-37. They will play their first district game of the season against Frisco on Tuesday at 5:45 at the Nest. Boys basketball went up against McKinney Boyd on Tuesday, defeating the Broncos 70-57. They are currently in day 2 of the Craig Bowers Memorial, finishing pool play with a record of 1-1, with a loss to Sherman and a win over Bryan Adams. Today they will begin bracket play, with times and opponents to be determined at Royce City High School. They will play on Tuesday when they take on Wakeland at 7:15 at Wakeland High School. Wrestling is back on the mat tomorrow for War Games, beginning at 8:30 at Memorial High School. Golf is currently teeing off at the Leopard Fall Classic at the Waters Creek Golf Course. Round 2 will begin tomorrow at 8 a.m. Reporting for WTV, I'm Wesley Brodor.
If you are looking for more from Wingspan, you can follow us at Liberty Wingspan on X, Instagram, and Facebook. Or visit our award-winning website, libertywingspan.com. And now for today's announcements. Red Hawks, make sure to nominate your teachers for their very own Righteous Red Hawk Awards using the QR code below. That's it for today's Daily Update. This is Lauren Pratt for Wingspan TV.